Well, we're in for several days of quiet weather across much of Minnesota, but a big storm could be brewing next week, but also some milder temperatures moving in after one more colder than normal day today. So we've got cool high pressure settling in today, keeping those temperatures several degrees below normal, but also giving us the sunshine that we'll have today and tomorrow. So that's a nice break, and regardless of the temperature, the sun is the same strength on the same date. And we were missed in southern Minnesota by 2 snowfalls this week. Of course, the bigger one, several inches of snow and even more than 10 inches for parts of the North Shore from Tuesday night. And then last night's snow fell farther south than what it had looked like earlier in the week would happen. So mainly across northern Iowa into southern Wisconsin. We've got a little meso low here. You can kind of see this spin in the clouds across South Dakota. Not much going on with that, but it is giving us some of those high clouds that we're seeing out there. And you can see all that fresh white snow across North Dakota and western Minnesota, and that is why temperatures are much colder there too. Only 20s in the western part of the state today. Well, we'll squeeze out a high, probably in the mid to upper 30s, but normal high is about 45, so that is below the average for the date. And that keeps us right in that 5 to 10 degrees below normal, but where we continue to see the coldest signature for really the last couple of months as you go west, more than 10 to 15 degrees below normal. Now we do get some milder air starting to move in tomorrow into the weekend. Some near, maybe above normal temperatures. So mid to upper 40s is what that equates to for us here in the eastern part of the state at least. So I think widespread 40s for eastern Minnesota tomorrow. Colder to the west though, as it's been and will continue to be. So as bad as you think spring or late winter has been, it really has been much colder in the northwestern part of the state. But some of the models are starting to produce the first 50, or at least trying. The American model does it by Wednesday next week. The European model is a little later, next weekend, which would come pretty late. On average, the first 50 for the Twin Cities passed us March 9th. We have not done it yet this year. Southwestern Minnesota, no surprise, usually comes a little bit earlier. International Falls and Duluth is usually not that far behind us with that first 50. Now when you get to those warmer thresholds, then they are quite a bit more behind us. And the models for next week are producing a big storm late in the week. We'll see if it's going to be rain or snow. The 3 different models at this point that go out that far, keeping it mainly rain, but turning potentially to snow in the Twin Cities. The American model most aggressive on that, but it could be a big snow producer wherever it's cold enough to do so. So kind of an April Fool's storm or joke, hopefully just a joke. Cooler today, 40s through the weekend, should see on and off sunshine, and then warmer maybe by the middle of next week.